jobs. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. So yeah, a little bit of context for today. We're having my buddy Nathan help us out. So Nathan is really good at what he does. He's had a very successful detailing business before, doing exactly what we're doing right now. So closing leads off of paid ads.
Sure.
And yeah, I know Matt mentioned he had a few questions when it comes to the sales process, a few objections he was running into. So I figured we could go over that today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What is going on, guys? How you doing?
What's up, Nathan?
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Not a whole
That's
lot, man. Not a whole lot. Staying out of trouble and being boring overall, you know?
Classic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what
So-
am I here to help with? I have no context here.
Yeah, so Nathan, this is so it's gonna be my client Matt and also his friend Edgar. So Matt should be hopping on in just a second. So Matt, he's based out of Tampa. A little bit of context. We're selling, I believe, a three-year 545 coding is what's advertised on the ads right now. And we've been having some success, but Matt mentioned that there's a few things in particular he's struggling with. So one would be stuff like a lot of people are saying they want to think about it. Let me see what else he's been saying. Let me just double check. Yeah, said a lot of people are saying that they want to think about it, etc. Sometimes he sends out the price, people won't get back to him. And then aside from just Matt, I've also had a few clients that are telling me they'll book a job, but after the job, books, the job will no-show or the job will cancel. So if you could just walk them through your framework for taking deposits after
Let's
the book
knock
job,
out-
that'll be helpful too.
Let's knock out each of those individually because those are each individual
Yeah.
topics. First off, are you guys taking deposits?
I don't think he is, but that's a good idea. That's actually
That's
definitely
the first thing you need to do. You need to be taking at least a minimum
10%.
10%. When it's only $595 or $545, I don't know what you said. It's one of the two. That's not
Yeah.
enough of a deposit, especially for a ceramic where your product costs are $150 plus. You need to be taking at least $150 deposit on the phone. At least cover your product cost.
Right.
Yeah, and so that's going to immediately fix the no-show issue. Is just taking deposits. I ran my business when I started taking deposits. I went like a year and had like 2 no-shows, but I didn't care because I was profitable. Hey, what's up, Matthew?
What's up, guys?
So, buddy,
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, my man. How's it going, Jason?
Yeah, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I was explaining to Nate some of the things that you and I had talked about over text, like some of the things that you were discussing with me, but maybe if you want to just explain your situation again to Nate so he has more context about what were the questions you're hoping to get answered, and then we can kind of take it from there.
Okay. Well, pretty much, I got my guy Edgar here. I want to bring him on as to do like the closing of the leads and stuff like that. Because he's a real good closer. So I figured I'd get with Nathan because last time you said we can get with Nathan, and he got some tips or anything that we need to know. As far as like ceramic coating, I know a lot about the ceramic coating already, but you guys already been in this field for, quite some time, I bet. And, you guys are running, the ad area. So.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
man, definitely. And so little context for you. I ran my own detailing business. My peak month ever was like 30K. It was like actually 29,420 if you want to be like exact. But that was my peak month. I would average between like 15 to 20K on average, as low as 10, sometimes as high as 25, sometimes somewhere in that range. And that's where my business was. So I actually ran the business. I've worked with over a dozen detailers to help them scale to 6 figures plus. We take people like 600 a month to 15K per month plus in like 90 days pretty consistently. So that's kind of my bread and butter. So I've seen your situation 100 times. He mentioned a few issues you're running into. Number 1, no shows. Number 2, objections. And number 3, people not answering over messages. And so I want to get into all of that, but we're going to address them each separately because they're their own little topics, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I do have a hard stop in like 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and just run through this with you guys, and then we can just go ahead and keep moving from there, okay? Awesome. And so, Matthew, are you guys taking deposits?
At the moment, no, we're not.
Okay. So there's this thing where as you add more friction and more difficulty to book, you'll get less people to book. But
Mm-hmm.
the quality of the bookings will go up. And so the balance is finding a point where you make it difficult enough to book that the no-shows, the shitty leads, the shitty customers don't book, but the people who are high quality are still booking it, right? Because most people, if you tell them, hey, pay me the full $1,000 coding before I go do the work, they'll be like, no, screw off, right? But at the same time, most people, if you're like, hey, just book in, and if you decide to change your mind by the time I get there, you can cancel, they're going to say yes, because there's no risk in that offer. And so here's what we like to see as a balance. What we found is the best balance for that is we take a deposit of product cost plus $75. So if your product cost is $100, we do that plus 75 because that covers product and that covers ad spend for you to get the customer. So you've essentially broken even if that customer cancels. Now, the only issue is if you're not a super strong closer, you don't have the best script or whatever, then you might run into the issue that you're not able to collect the full deposit. And so the minimum deposit we'd like to see collected is $50 to $75. At least cover the ad spend to get the customer. Okay? And so that's the number one thing you guys got to implement like right away. I don't know what software you're using. I used Jobber, but you can go ahead and you can invoice them on the call. You just say, hey, perfect. You want to move forward? Awesome. Let's get you booked in. It's a $50 deposit. Are you going to be paying with an Amex, Visa, or MasterCard? And I would just ask them on the phone and just take the card on the phone. Okay? That's the first thing. That'll take care of your no-show issue. I literally had in like a year, two people no-show me, and they both paid deposit, so I didn't care. Okay? So that'll take care of your no-show issue. Second, you're getting some people who aren't responding. So when you run the ads, are these going to lead form and then into your CRM, or are they going to Messenger?
Yeah, so it's basically lead form and then straight to Google spreadsheet, plus I'll text the leads straight to Matt's phone as well. But we're not using like a CRM like high level at the moment.
Okay, so it's texting to your phone and connecting the two of you.
Yeah, like I'll get like a text lead. It'll say I got leads, and it'll give me like a auto number and then some custom number. So sometimes the numbers are different. From the auto number and the custom number. But yeah, we're getting them through text.
Okay, awesome. So first things first, the moment you get the text, you should call them up. That's the first thing. I'm assuming you're already doing that. I'm assuming Jason's told you that 100 times already. Yeah, okay. And so second, if you're texting the leads the price and they're just like, I'm not interested, that's totally fine. Like, I wish I had some magic pill where I could tell you, hey, say this or do this, and this is how it's going to get them to buy. These are the customers you don't want. These are the customers you want. The customers you want don't care about the price. The customers you don't want, that's all they're going to be focused on. And so what's cool about Jason's advertisements is he includes the price in the ads. So yeah, majority of the customers will already be aware of the ballpark they're spending. Now, obviously, there's people who don't pay attention to anything and they don't realize what they just signed up for. But I'm assuming like 80% they're aware of what's going on. 20% they're just like ghosting you after you tell them like a ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that's totally what's up.
They most likely are going for like the lowest ceramic, which is right now what we got it at $545.
Yeah.
So they're more inclined to go for that one versus the other ones are at like 600 or 700 or 900. Because I've been really giving it to them at $945 for the 9 to 10 year, and then I give it to them $745 for the 5 to 6 year, and then.
Well, your prices are way too cheap across the board.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's been really difficult getting them to sign on for the expensive stuff. Like, because I know for even a 2 to 3 year coding, that should be around $800 or more. But the problem is getting these people to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it sounds like you have a sales issue more so than a.
So
it sounds like number one. What's up?
So real quick, I just got on with Matt, right? I'm a pretty good closer when it comes down to talking to people and making them see value in product. That's just one of the things I do. So really what I want to do, like, cause I'm new to the ceramic thing, like sales, I can sell as long as I know what I'm selling. So if I know what I'm selling the product and like, you know, what I can point out to the buyer that is going to make them want to pay us $800 to $1,000 of their money for the product. Then as long as I know those details, I could probably blow it off the map. That's just how I am. You know.
So what kind of details do you think you need to know to be able to close someone on a code?
As far as like points of like what's gonna make it more appealing to the customer, like for me to tell them like, hey, I want you to give me $800 to $1,000 on this ceramic coating. Why? The question really is like, why? Like, how can I make them want that ceramic coating and want to pay me $800 to $1,000? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Your customer should tell you why. So, for example, if a customer you're going through the call, there should be a discovery, some sort of questioning asking period, which is a majority of the call, right?
Okay.
And so during that period, I'm gonna be like, so what made you interested in clicking on the ad? Well, I saw you offer ceramic coating. Okay, awesome. What makes you looking at a ceramic coating on your vehicle? 9 out of 10 times they will tell you. Oh, well, I heard it will help protect my vehicle from this. I heard it'll help protect from that. I heard that they look like wax, but they last like years. They're telling you exactly why they want it. And so if I have someone who tells me, hey, I want a ceramic because it just makes the vehicle look amazing, I'm not going to tell them, well, I'm going to mention it, but I'm not going to focus on the fact that it protects from a bunch of things. I'm going to focus on the fact that when they drive the car back home to their driveway, their wife is going to be absolutely shocked at the shine, and she's going to be amazed that she doesn't have to take it through the car wash every weekend in order to make it have a wax like slickness. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell their dream based on what they tell me they want. Because if I'm telling them, well, this is an 8-year coating and it's going to look great because of these micro particles and stuff, they don't care. They don't. You don't really need to know about the product. You need to know what they want. Same way that if I get on with someone who tells me, hey, I want to grow my business to $10,000 a month. Well, what makes you want to grow to $10,000 a month? Well, because I want to be able to support my family. Okay, awesome. So at the end of the call, I'm not going to tell them about how I'm going to be able to get their ads to get a 3x return and they're going to be able to make this much or a 10x return. I'm going to be like, and so this, well, I'm going to mention that. I'm going to focus on the fact that this is going to let them support their family. You don't need to know about a product. You need to know about the prospect. The prospect, what they want is what you're missing. If at the end of the call they don't see the value in it, it means you didn't hear what they wanted properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, for real. That's good. Okay.
Yeah. Right. And so you need to focus on what they want more so than the product itself.
Got it.
And so that's how you solve that issue. That's why they're not seeing value, is because they don't see the value because you didn't tell them that it meets what they're looking for.
I was thinking too, you have to kind of tell them, what the product is, because that's the first thing they're asking is, what does this product do? So like when I get on there, I let them know the ceramic coating is hydrophobic, and pretty much nothing's gonna stick to it. Well, of course, if you don't wash it, stuff's gonna stick to it, but it's gonna be easy to remove it. So then I explain to them in detail, how the product works, and then that's when I move over to trying to sell them to buy it.
Well, that's cool and all, and that definitely does work because that's how most people do it. But the problem is the average person isn't making extraordinary amounts of money. And I imagine you guys signed up with Jason because you want to make extraordinary amounts of money. Okay? Yep. And so we got to do it better than the average person. And so instead of saying something like, this is how it works, this is why it works, and here's all the science behind it, or here's the stuff you need to know, we say something well, Mr. Prospect, the way this works is we apply it to your vehicle, and it creates a slick glass-like layer over your paint. So it gets that really nice shine. Kind of like, do you have a screen protector on your phone? Do you know how it has a nice shine? It protects your screen from getting scratched up, damaged by any water or anything that spills on it. And it just kind of keeps your phone looking great. Well, that's exactly what the ceramic coating does. Then I might also say, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I might also say, well, do you know how when you put a wax on it gives it that nice, deep, slick look? They're like, yeah, that looks great. I'm like, well, it does that, but it's even deeper and it has a better shine. And it lasts for years. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, oh, wow, that's a product I want on my vehicle. And so a lot of a lot of what I do in the sales portion of working with detailers is you got to reframe the pitch. Because the pitch, you're so used to telling them about the product, telling them why it's the best product on the market, telling them why it's going to help them do 5 different things to protect their vehicle, which as detailers we care about. As customers, we don't. Like if you're buying a water softener to make the water in your house softer and they start talking about the microparticles inside of the softener that allow it to be cleaned, you're not going to care.
Mm-hmm.
You just care that it's going to make your water safer, cleaner, and better for your family.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Totally, man.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And so I know we touched on the pitch right there. Let's go into the objections you're getting, and I'll kind of give you some help getting past those.
Okay.
That's what my main concern is, the objections. I want to turn that into sales.
Well, which objections are you struggling with the most?
Honestly, just the ones who are like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to you, as if like, they're gonna look, probably search some more to see who got better prices. It's just normal stuff.
That means
I
you
don't know if
didn't build enough urgency inside of the sale.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I'm on a call with you, before I ever get to the price, because price should be at the end of the call, before you get into objection handles, I would say, so Matthew, based on what I've told you and based on how this is going to make your vehicle look this way, it's going to reach this dream outcome. So it's going to have the beautiful wax-like shine for the next 5 years, like you said you wanted. If we're able to go ahead and is this something you'd want to move forward with today for your vehicle? Yeah? Okay, awesome. And so if you're willing to go ahead and move forward with, as long as we can make the logistics and everything work, you're cool with going ahead and moving forward today, right? And then you'd say yes. That's called the tie down. What that means is I've gotten you to agree to moving forward as long as we can get the pricing to work. And so they're agreeing that at the end of the call, they will move forward. And so what I would do is I would go ahead and I'd ask you those exact questions. Hey, Matthew, so at the end of this call, so if we can go ahead and get the logistics to work out and everything sounds good, is this something you want to go ahead and get moving forward today? And there's a super simple way I do this in the pitch. This is like, everybody should do this. I don't know why everyone doesn't. Just go ahead and at the end of the pitch, say, is that what you're looking for? Awesome. And so I have this, and this date available. Which date works best for you? And have them set a date before you ever get into the pricing. Because once they've set a date, they've already said they're willing to move forward.
Yeah, it's something that I'm already doing. I try to lock them in on a day and time.
Okay, cool. So you have a date and time. And so then why are they saying that they have to get back to you?
Well, because some of them, well, I mean, it's I haven't really been running into that problem yet. I'm just
Okay,
speaking
so
in general from like in the past when I've worked with, somebody else. So my deal is I'm just trying to be prepared for it. Like if there's anything else that I should know.
what are you actively running into now? Just so I can
Right
help you the best I can, because I'm at a hard stop here in a couple minutes.
Right now, honestly, because I mean we just started, so I got a couple of people that are just looking to get back during the month. Like some of them are saying like like right now I got a guy who's in the army, so he's taking off and he's gonna come back in the middle of the month. Then I got another guy who said that he was gonna come back in the middle of the month because he's waiting on his car to arrive. And then just some of the other people, they're just not in. So it's really not, like I said, it's really not too much of a problem.
Perfect. So
I wanted to be prepared.
there's one thing I can help you with the most that's going to help you get around all of these. So if they tell me I have to talk to my wife, if they tell me I have to get back to you, I won't be ready to give the exact date until the middle of the month. If they tell you I got to make sure that the funds come through, I get paid on Friday and everything, and we can move forward then. Whatever they say, this is the last resort. I don't default to this, but this is what I would tell them. I just simply say, awesome. And so, is this the package you were looking for? Does it achieve this dream outcome you wanted? Yeah? Okay, cool. And so, it achieves the dream outcome you wanted. Are you sure you want to move forward with working with us? It's just this thing stopping you from moving forward right now, but you do want to work with us. It's just this thing. Yeah? Okay, cool. Awesome. And so, I want you to be able, so Matthew, I want you to be able to talk to your wife. Wait till you get your paycheck. Make sure that you're back on time, that you have the vehicle available. I want you to be able to do all of these things. So what we can do is we make it super easy. Go ahead, go talk to your wife, and if she says for whatever reason, Matthew, I don't want your car to look amazing. I don't want it to have a slick shine. I don't want it to look better than when it came off the lot. Then we just won't move forward. And so what we'll do right now is we'll just put a $50 refundable deposit. Just let me know by the end of the day if she doesn't want you to move forward, and we'll just refund it to you. And if not, then we'll just lock you in for the date we already agreed to earlier. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
And what that is it's called the delayed payment clause. And so I get you to make a decision by not making a decision. So I tell you, hey, Matthew, don't make a decision right now. Go talk to your wife. Go think about it. Go do whatever you got to do. Just put down this small deposit. And then if you don't reach back out to me, it's non-refundable after the end of the day.
Mhm.
Super simple. And so that's the way I get around it 9 out of 10 times. And I did that literally 24/7. I still do that all the time because it works so well.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay.
Yeah, it's super simple. So they're not committing to $1,000; they're committing to 50.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then it plays on what's called sunk cost fallacy. So people like if we invest $100 into something, and we're like, oh, this kind of sucks, then we might just keep investing into it, whatever the payments are, just because we're like, oh, we've already put 100, might as well just keep going, might as well just finish it out, right? Because people don't like to waste money. Whereas in reality, they're spending more money. And so by getting them to put a deposit, they're like, oh, I've already put $50 into this. I might as well just go forward with it. I might as well just get it.
Mhm. So another question I have too is
Okay, cool.
a question. You're working. Are you working with clients right now with the ceramic coating?
Yeah.
So what ceramic coating are a lot of these guys using?
No, I don't really care about the brand. They can use whatever they want.
Oh, okay. So you're not even worried about it. All right.
No, we care about the sales and the marketing. Like, for example, our ceramic coatings, we start 1 year can coat. So do you know what Geon can coat is?
It's like a
Okay.
spray on.
It's like a spray on 1 year ceramic coating. Okay. Super easy stuff to put on, lasts a year. It's great.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a great
yeah.
product.
We've had something like that. It was called the Oracle.
Yeah. But this one actually works really well, which is why I recommend this is the only product where I'm like specifically use this one, guys. What we do is we sell that one for $700 with just a decon and just apply that. Okay, that's our lowest price package. On average, our detailers we want them to be making 1,500 to 2,000 per ceramic coating because when they do that, we can spend more to acquire a customer. Because if it costs us, let's say it costs $400 to get a customer, it costs 150 in product. I don't care. I'm still profiting $1,000 plus. And so I just need 5 of those a month to take home 5K and to do 7,500 in revenue.
What was that? Because before I forget, what was the name of that spray on one you said?
Geon can coat.
Geon Can Code. Okay, you said that they're selling that for $700.
Yeah, our detailers do because they have our sales process.
So and how long does that one last?
A year.
A year. Okay, so you got a year product now, but still for $700. That's good.
Right. It's good.
Yeah.
That's real
And
good.
so I'm kind of at a hard stop, guys. So that's kind of what we do though. That's like I love the sales stuff. That's where I nerd it. Okay.
Right.
And so that's I hope this was helpful to you guys. I hope we like hit some of the pain points you guys have been having. Because I know how hard it can be sometimes, like when you're like, oh, I gotta make some money, but at the same time you're like, oh, I also gotta sell really well and everything. And so it's like it can be a bit of a rough spot to be in. So I hope this helped out.
It did. It did. And I appreciate your time, Nathan.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No
thank you so
worries
much,
on it.
Nathan.
No worries, no worries. Awesome. Well, hey, I'll hang around for just a minute. You guys got any more questions, let me know. Otherwise I'll just hang out with you guys, talk to Jason.
You got it.
Yeah, I mean,
We can't
do
hear you.
do you have another meeting happening right now, Nathan?
No, but I'm going to visit some family real quick before I have a meeting in an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, the
Nathan
last
says it's
question we had,
Saturday.
yeah, the last question we had, I don't know if Matt had this specific question, but some of my other clients are running into this. It's basically just they'll give the price on the phone, and then at the end of the line, people will just say, "Yeah, I know that sounds good, but I just want to think about it." So, I mean, if you could just like quickly run through your
Yeah,
framework
same
of,
thing as earlier.
yeah,
They didn't get enough urgency. They need to set a date.
yeah,
They need to get an agreement that at the end of the call they're willing to move forward, and they need to get a deposit. That's it.
Pretty much you need to do a sense of urgency on every single one of our potential clients.
Every call.
Everyone, yeah. Yep. Got it.
Yeah, so pretty much you need to get it now while this deal is here.
Yep.
If not, the deal's gonna be gone and you won't be able to get it anymore. I get it.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Yep.
For sure. Yep.
yeah.
And I
Matt, how many
guarantee
jobs?
price if you don't deal today. So
Yeah, Matt, how many jobs have you booked so far out of the leads, and how many are kind of on the fence?
Let me see. Right now, I probably got 2, maybe 3, and then I got 3 more possibles.
Okay,
That's
and the
what I'm
possibles,
on.
they're just like waiting on stuff, like the military guy to come back.
The military guy to come back. The other guy's waiting on his car, and then I got a wife who's actually trying to get it for her car. She just wanted to run the prices by her husband, so they can choose one.
Okay.
And she might get it done this week.
can I say
That's
this real quick,
actually
guys?
that is
Can I say
really
this?
quick. Really quick.
Right.
That's the
Go ahead.
perfect scenario when they're like, I'm definitely gonna do it. I just need to decide which one. I would literally tell her, okay, perfect. So you are gonna do it. You just need to decide one. Cool. Awesome. Let's get a deposit down, lock in the date we already agreed on, and just let me know like within the next couple of days which one you end up going with so I can get the product in. And that's it. So that's the
No, I get
perfect one. But anyways, Edgar,
I
go
just-
ahead. Sorry.
I just want to add in, like, you know, a lot of times, especially if there's a husband and wife, like it's a great thing to always have both parties present. Especially, you know, when both people are decision makers in the household. So it's definitely probably a positive to kind of have both people present during every conversation if we could, right? I mean, that would be that would probably
It
kill another
is,
person.
Edgar, but the biggest thing is when it's B2C thing and it's like, if this is an impulse buy for 99% of people,
Yeah,
is you got to hit it well taught.
I
So
got it.
like if I'm on a B2B call and I'm trying to sell a business owner on sales coaching, I'm gonna be like at the start of the call, hey, is there anyone else that needs to be here for you to make a decision today, or can you like make the decisions on your own? And if they say they need their dad, their wife, their husband, their spouse, their mom, their aunt, whatever, I say, okay, great. Let's go ahead and schedule another time to talk with them on the phone because I just want to make sure that you both have all the information up front and you can make that decision together with me rather than just like having to play telephone with them. And so I'll just reschedule the call. But that's for a B2B thing. You're B2C and you're not selling anything super high ticket. At most, your prices are $1,000. You can do it all day over the phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Any other questions, guys, or are you guys all good?
I'm good, Matt.
I'm good, man.
Awesome,
Yeah.
guys. Well, hey, I am glad this helped out, Jason. You guys think?
Yeah, so I mean, I know you have to hop, but maybe next time we can talk about how to sell high ticket, like raising the prices and charging higher than, 545. Like you mentioned, a lot of your clients are selling the 1,500, 2K price point. So charging higher ticket and then locking that in over the phone.
Yeah, definitely. We can definitely touch on that at some point.
Question, because now that he brought that back up again, last time it led me to this thought, which was, what areas are you targeting for that?
We've done it in the ghetto of Chicago, and we've done it in Beverly Hills. So whatever areas, it doesn't matter. If you have the right sales process, you can sell whatever you want anywhere. Put it this way. There's 10,000 people in the town, right? Only 10% of them make enough income to even qualify. So there's 1,000 people left. Then let's say only 10% of them are actually willing to buy at your price point of $1,500. That's 100 people left. If you were able to get all 100 people, that's 150K a year income. Okay. And so that I like to use that little example because what it does is it breaks the belief that there aren't enough people who are willing to pay my prices.
Okay.
And so there are always enough people, unless you live in like some remote Alaska village, in which case I can't help you. But in most cases, there are enough people. You just got to target them properly. You need to have the right business structure and the right brand to actually make it happen. And so, full transparency, my company, yeah, we do a lot of sales coaching. It's a licensing company. I have a business model that worked for me. And so I have all the scripts, all the ads, all the templates, all the branding, all the everything set up so that you can just plug it into your business and play. And so that's why we have such consistent success, is because it's literally just my business in 50 different spots. So I don't
Gotcha.
care where you are, just copy my business and just do it, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because I was asking because here in Florida,
I'm
I
in
see like
Florida.
you're in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where about?
I'm down in Cape Coral.
Cape
Nice.
Coral. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Tampa, and I just always felt like Tampa people. A lot of people in Tampa really don't want to spend that kind of money from ceramic coating. But I
I've had
noticed like,
detailers in Tampa who did that, so that's not true. That's just a limiting belief in your head that you think people aren't willing to spend it, because that's just, for example, when I first started, something that really hurt me was everyone told me no one's going to pay $500 for detail. No one's going to pay you to wash their car. No one's going to pay you to do this and that. No one's going to be willing to pay this much. And I started to internalize that. I internalized a limiting belief. But once I got over that and I started to realize, hey, people will pay me whatever I want as long as I can make them feel enough value. Hell, I have literally charged people $3,000 for an hour of my time because I sold them and they felt like it was valuable.
okay, all right. So you're saying it's not the area. Um,
Build
so
value.
what about
Build
is
value.
the value? So what about the cost that you spend on the leads? Now the ones that you're doing $2,000, $1,500, are your clients spending more on the cost of the leads?
No, same.
Okay.
Yeah, same leads, just better sales, right?
Same leads, better sales, better branding, better marketing across the board. It's just because Jason is great at what he does. He does marketing.
Oh,
Jason,
he's
you're an
good.
amazing marketer. He's
Good.
awesome. Y'all are working with a great guy. We are giving a whole business. So it's not just marketing, it's the branding, it's the sales tactics, it's the actual script, it's the way you go and present the coding. It's the process we take you through from click to close, right? And so we're giving a whole business away. Jason is running ads, and he's also bringing in experts to talk to you guys on different things, but he's running ads. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
And so you guys, full transparency, it's going to be really difficult to do $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 deals without having access to all of the branding, marketing, packaging, all those different things that I put in place with every single one of my businesses. It's going to be really difficult because there's not many people that are doing it, because not many people know how to do it.
Mhm. That's pretty much where I'm trying to get at, man. Because it's like I'm working with Jason. I'm trying to bring Edgar on. I'm trying to. I don't know if you ever seen Captain Planet, but I'm trying to put the rings together and form Captain Planet out of this. You get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. And with Jason, you're gonna be able to reach your goals, no problem.
Yeah, he's dynamite. Jason
Yes,
is
sir.
dynamite.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Okay.
They're awesome. Awesome. Well, hey guys, I'm like literally 10 minutes past my hard stop. Any last
Got it.
5-second questions, or are we good to go?
We are good. I'm good.
Good to go, man.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, hey, if you guys
Yeah.
are hopping off, Jason, I'll shoot you a call after this, just over on Messenger. And Matthew, Edgar, I'm looking forward to hearing him tell me that you guys are like sales machines after this or something like that.
Sure.
Okay.
Get her done. All right, brother.
Awesome,
God.
guys.
Okay, awesome.
See ya.
Thanks so much, Nathan. We really appreciate it.
No worries.
Matt, I'll
See you
call
guys.
you here in a little while. Take care, guys.
Yes,
All right.
yes, sir.
I'll catch you guys. Matt, I'll shoot you the recording once it's done.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Okay.
Take care.
All right, take care, brother. Edgar, nice to meet you.
All right.
All right, have a good
Definitely.